Hi, this is me. Trying to keep it down. I'm gonna look out the window for now. Okay. Oh, it's gonna pop. Hi. Wait for these kids to move. I blew a fuse in my work truck. And probably in my other vehicle with my trying to plug a printer in. I'm such an idiot. I was like, these guys are in a hurry. There's little short people trying to walk. I'm trying to get out of here. Dang it. I blew a fuse in my work truck. That means someone's going to have to fix it. I listened to my boyfriend. Alright, so I just watched, I think it's Carolyn's RV, because there's two Carolyns on there at least. There's like Carolyn, the one that had the skin disease, or the skin cancer or whatever. So this person's like, I don't know if I ever watched her video, at least not recently if I did. She had a tire problem, I don't know if she had a recurring problem, and she called and nobody was available to come tow her or change the tire, or she tried to fix it herself, or it kept slipping in the sand with her RV. She thought she killed her dog and all this stuff, and then she said, well, I need someone to, my compressor is missing a part, which happened to us. I hate how compressors need all these parts. They just need to be one piece. But anyway, that could be so you can do multiple different sizes. Like, you should have the compressor for your tire be solid to the attachments or something. I don't know, because that's what happened to our compressor. If something were to happen, we don't have it. So I just messed up, and so I listened to somebody. So this lady said, well, maybe I just need someone to put air in this. And oh shoot, I don't know what this is. Don't answer it. Driving. And the guy also tries to jack it up, the RV up, and it slips in the sand. I don't know. I missed part of it because I was trying to get this printer out of the box and everything. And so what happens is she ends up I'm so mad right now. She ends up I blew a fuse. Thank God for fuses. I would have blown up two vehicles and potentially all my devices. I can't think of. Sometimes it's easy to distract me, but the phone's ringing and stuff. I really should do my notary stuff on a different line, like a disposable flip phone or something. Because it needs to be silenced. Can't be ringing all day and night. It's really distracting. I mean, the point is so that you can jump on these jobs, but if you're not available, there's no point. And they're not always the same day, so you can miss out on stuff if you don't have it. But if you're driving, it says turn it down anyway. You don't want to get an emergency call and miss that. Anyway, so that distracted me. This one young lady from one of my Facebook groups locally had gotten a 9-volt Duracell charger set up, and people put like laundry baskets in the back of their truck or their cars. They say, yeah, your car's not going to be able to handle the power of a printer. And I knew the printer has put the fuse out on my, on my, at the old place we were at, I've tripped a breaker with the printer going off. So I'd be like, oh, you don't want anything on, you don't want the bathroom fan on, you know, no cooking stuff, like, good grief, like maybe the TV, maybe not. It sucks. There's a reason I have fuse. So I was gonna go with this 9-volt, or not 9-volt, but this Duracell battery pack, this tower, and I couldn't find it. So So I got this Jackery one, and the cheaper one was something, and the second one, the next one up, or one of the ones that was like $200, which I didn't have, was a sine wave. And then the one after that wasn't necessarily a sine wave, but it was a, I don't know, more watts, and I should have gone up. It's like, you want this one, oh, it's $149. Oh, you want this one's $200. Oh, you want this one's $349. Oh, you want this one's $1,000. So of course the $999 one looked like something that I wanted. I didn't have that much money. I don't want to put a $1,000 battery in the back of my car all the time, and I didn't necessarily want to drive around with that either. Although I have all this insurance, I need to just use it. If you have your equipment insured and it gets stolen out of your car, your printer, and like you don't want the inconvenience. Like you don't want to tempt a thief, but you don't want to not work. So I'm super paranoid about it. And if you did have insurance for this stuff, set aside the $50 a month that you have insurance and save that in an account that says if something breaks or needs to upgrade and for any reason replace, you use that fund and try to put a couple extra dollars in there because of inflation and upgrades and all that stuff. So this lady's like, this guy said, I want you to drive to the road. This is to that. So back to this Carolyn, our RV Carolyn. Drive up to the road on the back tires or something. I don't know how many tires she had, or wheels she had on her RV. And she goes, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not going to do it. And I had to re-listen, or I didn't listen to the whole story or whatever. But I thought it was interesting that she says, I can't listen to this person. Like, yeah, I wasted all this time trying to fix something myself. I've changed tires before, but not, or changed to a spare, which she was trying to do, but not with the RV, which is vehicles. And she's like, I don't want to listen to somebody. And she goes, yeah, that's like with men when they're young. So it's a man, tow truck driver, whoever, recovery car. They'll say, oh, you're going to have sex without a condom. So these are not her words, but her ideas. Oh, everything will be okay. Don't worry, everything is going to be okay. Oh, don't worry, we'll just do this, it'll be okay. And it's like, yeah, then they are saying that, but they're not the one living with the consequences. And so I listen to a person, and they say, why are you going to use a battery pack when you can just use such and such, the one inverter you already bought? So I go try it. It doesn't work in the vehicle anymore. I probably blew a fuse, and then I try it in here. So yes, the inverter still works. It must have had to cool down. It blows a fuse, I guess, because now that outlet doesn't work on my work truck. It's like, and it's my fault. So I just told my boss. I'm like, that sucks. And then my partner said, you just complained and all this stuff and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I'm like, that was never my plan. Like, I think maybe once I charged a computer on an inverter, and that one says variable sign or something like that. Oh crap, like I'm not using these little ones. Usually it's so that you could do like an iPad and a couple of like 1 or 2 cell phones, or you know what I mean, or you have a charger that's crappy, like just the USB one, so you're going to use the wall charger that you have for the device. Like, that's usually why. I always think these 2 Kias are cute. This guy's driving all over. Okay, that guy's driving way crazy. Like, it's, what is that on Mickey Mouse, in Nintendo 64 Mickey Mouse racing game? Oh, there's too much activity over here. Shoot. I swear, every time I come here, this happens to me. And wait for my boss to tell me about this produce thing. look at me crazy. They got their kids wandering around here. This is a road, a parking lot. You gotta watch your kids, your dogs, your bikes. I do the same thing with my own kid, you know. The supervisor. It's time to go. It's 5:30. No response. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna drive. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and make sure there's someone at the machine. I'm gonna sit here and make sure they don't need help. But it's my fault. I listened. Someone said, "Why don't you try such and such first? That's what you got it for." But I didn't get it for something that powerful. And so I'm breaking up a bunch of stuff. My printer might be broken. It's not once, I tried it twice. Looks like she got, let's see. I'm just gonna make sure she got this. I'm such an idiot though. But yeah, if you listen to someone say it's okay, it's okay. It's not their consequences. They're gonna go about this. Like the guy on the video I was watching was telling this woman, I don't have time, I'm missing calls. Looks like someone's trying to put cash in. I don't have time, I'm missing calls. I don't have time to tow you. I don't have time to do anything else. I just thought I don't even know if he really did anything more than, I'll make sure she gets her ticket out. And it looks like she's putting cash in. Someone had a machine issue the other time. It could just been too slow. Looks like it's taking the cash. I just want to make sure she gets a white ticket out, and then I'm going to take off. These horseflies are scaring me. It's like, that's a movie called The Fly. So, I was sad. I wasn't trying to say anything about who told me to do that. When I talk on the phone, I was going to text my friend, "Oh, poor me. Like, I feel like an idiot. This wasn't, my original plan was to go with a bigger portable charger. A rechargeable ion or lithium battery." And this person said, "Be careful with the solar and stuff." And now what I did is I listened to them. I didn't tell. I could have called and said, "Hey, should I do this?" Like, no, wait till you get home. I hate the parking lot with all these people looking. Oh, they're gonna leave their car on Sunday before Sunday morning, or like, oh, they're gonna have this $1,700 battery pack. They're gonna have this printer. They're gonna have potentially a scanner or maybe a small laptop in the back. Like, I don't like to go through my car where I live when I live in a public place, and that's on me. I'm gonna keep an eye on these kids. So I'm gonna take off and put you back up. I feel like kind of creepy, but this guy was like totally ventriloquist, totally staring at. He's totally staring at me. I got the ventriloquist on it. How many cameras are at these places? I don't know. That you get embarrassed either talking to myself for real or filming. Anyways, the sun is kind of bright. Is it hazy or is it just my glass? I'm pretty sure it's hazy from the forest fires. I assume nothing. But okay, so let's continue the story. I messed up some stuff and now I'm mad, and I don't think they gave us fuses. The supervisor is not responding, so I'm not gonna worry about the they got, so not just they have a truck and they're selling stuff out of the back of a truck. I bought stuff out of the back of a truck on the side of the road before. It's a fresh food, but it's like, you need a permit for that? It's like a yard sale. Like, I don't know. I mean, you sell stuff off of Craigslist and you meet people in parking lots. Like, it's kind of different when you're meeting up with somebody. So I'll go up to since it's time to go, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. I don't want to, but I've been trying to stay hydrated. I'm really mad, guys. I was getting on this like, hey, I gotta get this thing for my business. Okay, someone told me, oh, you really are tired. You were anxious. This is only your 5th day of work. You didn't have 6 days this time, right? I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's only the 5th day and 2 days off. So that I shouldn't complain. I got a bunch of medical appointments I'm not looking forward to. I got to prepare for that hearing, which means I got to have another like kind of online like email stuff I got to write to one of my doctors. It's just a headache. It's a headache times I don't know how many, and I don't know how to relax. Like, what is that freaking noise? Did you guys hear that? I know I was talking a lot. I'm gonna have to stop at the other landing. There is a knocking noise. Dang it. God help me. Alright, here's what I was going to tell you guys yesterday. I turned the video off because I talk too much. But I get this sense about something. I'm just going to make sure nothing flies out the back. The animals, the bugs, the ants. The stories about the ants, even the little red hen doing all this work. There's sow and reap your rewards. What is the story? I think it's about the ant and the grasshopper. The ant's working all summer, getting all this stuff. And in the winter, they are sitting in their little cozy home, and they got a fire, and they got their food in the pantry, and their canned food, and their preserved veggies. I mean, I'm just adding to this. I don't know what they really have. Jars of honey, Pooh Bear. And then the grasshopper's looking in, and they're like, "Please help me!" Like, well, you didn't do what you were supposed to do during the season. So when you have the winter solstice, I've had some really deep connections with the earth in one winter. It wasn't winter yet, but one fall, I was getting super tired, and I was probably working a lot, because that's not uncommon. Like, I like to tell you a time when I haven't worked a lot, and the only time I can think of is when I was pregnant and had like hyperemesis untreated. Yeah, this road is kind of like gravelish with pavement underneath the earth. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, so guys, I just gotta go here now because I gotta check the back. Make sure there's nothing flying out there. Anyways, I just got like distracted with this gravel. So back to the woman's YouTube video. She had I don't think I finished watching it because she was kind of stranded. People said that they weren't going to be there for like 6 hours. I don't know. And then someone came like, oh, okay, 90 minutes. Like, nobody wanted to come out there. And someone's telling her to do something, that she has consequences. But yeah, I forget. I was talking about the ant. Okay, here's the thing. One almost winter, I get extremely exhausted coming up on the solstice, on the winter solstice, on the 21st. And I ended up, guys, like seriously feeling so much better. If it was the 21st, I always make an estimate about the 21st. I feel so much better after the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd. Oh my gosh, could it be because of the short so-called days, or where the moon is? And so that's that story. I've been feeling super anxious. I've been seeing people recreating, like looking around. There's all these trailers and all these nice clean vehicles. Even that older one, they got a kayak on top of this vehicle, a boat trailer on the back, a whole bunch of stickers with trailer tags, permits on it. Because these people have a good time. They got their boats. If they're not sailboats, then they got their... I saw someone trying to trailer a sailboat with the keel. Anyways, they got their fun. They got their valuable items. You know, there's people that don't have anything. Like, they might have a backpack and a bedroll if they're lucky. Oh, it was an inappropriate time to yawn. I'm more tired than I thought. So you see, June 21st. Or sorry, and my daughter talks about the deets of the other, between the two solstices, and I forget what those are called, sorry. But I feel like through the winter, through this summer solstice, something's telling me to go look it up when I get home. The summer solstice, there's that, you see all these horse flies everywhere. Where are the horses? They got to be around too. And I saw a reflection of an eagle in my telephone. That was so weird. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that's weird. It might not be an eagle. It could be a buzzard. It's like the only thing I see on my phone. If it moves, it's like a car. Oh, I'm really tired. And you have, where for me, you want to do 1,000 things. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh wait, and then your work wants you to work too much. Okay. And the kids said, but you didn't go on vacation, but you didn't do this. Everyone else acted, all your friends that were, we don't want to talk. You know, everyone's like, it's all getting close to December something. It's getting dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. People are just drained. Even if they're, sometimes the older people don't need as much sleep. And wait, you text someone, they're up, already out at the door at 5:30 in the morning doing stuff. I'm like, I'm doing it because I have to. This is my job. But between people with our historical, our anthropology, archaeology, anthropology of hunting, gathering, and then leading to farming, agriculture, leading to, we got to get the crops in before the rains come and the freezes come, or we got to plant our crops so many months ahead so that we can also have it ripe before the rains and the freeze and whatever. Oh no, there's locusts. Oh no, there's grasshoppers, and feeling like you got to do this today. People make a joke about, why do today what I can do tomorrow? But I feel like if our life depended on, say you have 10 acres of land and it's just your family, or you and your brother and their family, 2 families combined, it's up to you guys to take care of the animals, take care of the crops, keep out pests, take care of the women, as in if the women are pregnant and nursing or caring for the pets or the whatever. I'm not trying to be sexist here, but as far as I know, I was born female and I had birthed 2 children who I nursed. I had nursed for 3 years straight. I'm just saying it like that. What happens when it's summertime and we're not all farming? What happens when it's summertime and really older people, the ones that you're waiting for to cross because they have walkers and stuff, where it's not, those older people know how to live that long. A lot of us won't live to be the age of the baby boomers are now, 70s and 80s. But what if we all had to depend on that? I feel like, don't discount older people because it's hard for them to walk. They can squat down, or they got tricks up their sleeve. They know, they've been here longer than me. They know, that plant needs such and such. My friend comes up, that plant needs, what? This way it was dead, the leaves fell off, and you done restored it. What? So I'm not discounting them, but what if we all had to depend on that? I haven't been able to grow enough garden to depend on anything. My mint just died like overnight, and it's been wet because of the rain. I'm like, how? Like, I swear it really does look like someone put Roundup in my plant, because I've seen Roundup just burn up something overnight. It wasn't like, oh my god, the edges are starting to turn brown, I better use. I mean, something does get hot from the heat, but I don't know. There's evidence of plants being sprayed, so I need to figure something out about that. Anyway, that's something else. Let's go on. The people around you are not hunter-gatherers, but their bodies have instincts like dogs and animals. How does a fox, how does a bird know to do this, and make a nest, and do this, and get a mate, and get pregnant, and lay eggs? And I guess they don't get pregnant, they just lay eggs anyway, but lay the eggs that are not sterile, and be able to sit and hatch them, and know that they have to stay warm, and know they have to chew up food, and back to the baby. Like, how do they know that? They know it. Were they babies before? Yeah, but they weren't, like, they got I don't know. How do we know that stuff? Well, we have books and we have teachings. We have religious texts for people that are read in places like population I work with, Muslim, don't read or write. They hear the text, so they need to learn it from a young age. They need oral tradition, let's say. So we're not using our energy to do crops or to travel and migrate. Oh, we got to go to the ocean before the such and such season and such moon, and we got to travel. We got to carry our children, and we got to bring our livestock, and we got to tend to the sick and the elderly, and like we're not doing all that, and we're doing it in a different way. People are recreating. People worked, somehow got money, or their relatives passed down money and riches, or they're homeless and well, you're not allowed to be here, not allowed to be here. So you spend all day trying to be somewhere. You can't just like, I'm going to be here on the sidewalk. I'm going to be here in the store. I'm going to be here and use your bathroom. No public bathroom. None of this. None of that. You can't do that. We can't sleep under here. We're putting big rocks up, so you can't lay a tent here or sleep bag. Where are we going to go? They start ending up in the suburbs, and people are freaking out. Oh my God. Or someone gets a car or RV, and then a whole bunch of people in there dumping their poop in the street. Why? Because they don't have anywhere to put it. They can't just overflow their camper. They don't want to do that. People in Portland start coming around emptying out about at least 10 campers. They're Blackwater. But you have the people that still have this instinct. You have the animals around you, and that's what it's getting. You have the trees that are starting to, in the storm, lose their leaves, and that's what you have. So how connected am I to the earth that I sense this anxiety that I should be doing something else? And then I look down and see I'm fat, stuff's messy, I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not making my own food. The food I've tried to grow, the herbs are getting destroyed. I don't have a garden, I don't have a yard, I don't have protection. If I did have a place, I don't have a place where I can build up a fence or something, because I'm renting it. I'm not allowed to put it in the ground. I'm not allowed to put up deer fence, and do not spray pesticides, do not spray herbicides, or if you're going to use pesticides, tell me, I'll bring my plants in, and I don't want bugs and stuff from the restaurants or whatever. So I believe that's part of my anxiety. I thought it was last week that I didn't have my herbal teas, but that's what I meant to mention to you guys. Was it's either that or people are just, because once this season people are starting to get their kids at school, people are saying, thank you Jesus that I get my kids at school. They might not have been doing that last year. They might have been saying, oh, what, they're not going to open up the school, what, everyone needs a computer, what, gotta go pick up free lunches in the parking lot, what. Change this heater because it's making the windows all fog up. So that's where I am. Is people are nervous about masks. People are nervous about this. The people aren't as nervous about Delta variant. Some people are, but some of the people I know that are vaccinated and older are saying we don't know what the places we attend, they're gonna remain open. I was going to open the window, but there's a fly, and I'm tired of all this causing the windows to fog up. And some people are saying, oh, there's something going to happen. We got to get prepared. We got to get food. Got to get water. Got to get this. I think we're out of our bottled water, by the way. I'll end with that. If you don't have a source of water, are you going to be able to have 500 gallons of, like, 1 gallon containers of water that cost $1.50 each? You should be paying $750. Maybe. I've had those containers leak before, the ones that look like milk jugs. All over a cabinet had N95 masks, had all kinds of stuff that got soaking wet. I tried to salvage, which I could. I wish I would have saved those N95s and hung dry them. And you think one day it's easy, cheap, go get a 20 pack, go get a 50 pack for under $10 or whatever the price used to be. Shoot. Now it's like we had paid masks, some of them, not even N95, not even surgical, just like cheap COVID style masks, $50 for $100, or it was $2 a piece. My partner, every third one broke as soon as you put it on. I said, I'm about to sew these up. He might have thrown them away. So one of my prepping things, and one of my still small voice inside told me, once you clean your clutter, the patients will come to you. Listen to that inner voice. I talk about Rusty 78609, people I know on Facebook, people I know in real life. Most of the people I know in real life, they got money, they got stuff already, pensions, spouse left him a life insurance, all these different things where they don't necessarily need to lift a finger, but they're active. And for me, it's like I have to figure out my way. But I tell you about some of these people because they're saying, do what you need to do with your life. You live your life. Do what you wanted to do. If you wanted to travel, there's a bunch of little flies, little tiny flies and big flies. If you want to travel, if you want to do this, certain people quit their jobs, it's like, how do you make money? How do you make money? You got to do what you do. For me, my longtime dream was to sit at home and craft all day, every day, and sell it. And I see people making tons of money doing that. Tons of money. And be able to watch their kids, not have to waste gas. If they wake up and they don't feel well, do a little bit, rest, take care of the kids, and go back to it. And don't have to be worried about traffic and this. You just have to worry about taxes and post office and stuff. But bye, guys.